Deathwood Valley.
Don't be scared. You'll be fine. Get up!
Vultures! Heads up!
Up there, up there!
Survivor, get to the rooftop.
Run!
Something shorted out the lights!
Nice!
Oh, I got your back, team.
Me too!
Hi everybody, welcome to Unbox With Us, and today I am not doing unboxing of a toy because I am actually going to do a review of the SandboxVR that I've done 2 weeks ago, and I really want to do a review on this because I had so much fun. Now this is the first time I'm doing a review on experience, so I'm hoping I'm giving you the information that you want to hear. I really enjoyed this experience, and it's the first time for me to do it, so you're hearing from a novice here who's never done VR really. I've done it once at home and it was fine, but this was just top notch. I just loved it. So let me just start off what happened when we got there. Right when we got there, we arrived half an hour early because we just got there early. It's located in Toronto, Canada, before I forget to tell you. It's the first one in Canada. I believe there's a few in the States already, so it's the first time here. And right when we got in, the hostess greeted us and said, "Oh, is this your first time here? Have you done this before?" And I told them we had an appointment or a reservation, and we headed right in. And they took us to a tablet or this area where you check in. Now you need your name, your age, and if you're under 18, I guess your parent consent, and your email. Definitely put in your email because they will send you a video of your game experience at the end of the game. So you definitely want to get that because it's a great keepsake memory. And then after they took us, it took us a minute to fill it in. We sat down to an area where they had it ready set up with all 6 sensors because we had 6 players with us. So that was really nice. They're all ready. We're just sitting there waiting for our friends to show up. And while we're waiting, it was actually nice because we could hear all the other people playing. It is an open area, so you could hear other people screaming, playing, giving you the directions, like, go here, do this, yada yada. So it was kind of funny and nice. There was actually kids there too because I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring my boys, but they seemed fine, so I know my boys would love to go. Now we did the new one, the Deathwood Valley, and we had 6 people in our party. They do allow 2 to 6 players, so we had 6 players, and it cost us about I think it was $60 a person, which isn't too bad. Yeah, it could be pricey, but the experience was great. So they let us to sit down, and we did see all the sensors in there's 6 sets in 6 different colors. So there's like pink, yellow, blue, green, red, I can't remember, but there were 6 because there were 6 of us players, so we waited, and we saw other people coming in and party of 2. They're sitting in a different section. The table was already set up for them, so that was really great. They're very organized there. Now, once our whole party arrived, they checked in. That's fine. And then they came up to us because I do wear glasses, and I had another friend or 2. 2 other friends had glasses. So they came with the corrective lenses, like these 2 little circles, and they asked me, what's my prescription? But unfortunately, I couldn't remember. I said, I don't know, 300, 400. So they're trying out different ones, and I don't know, maybe I just couldn't get right. I said, it doesn't feel right. I'll just wear my glasses. They don't allow you to wear your glasses with the Oculus or the VR set. I guess maybe it'll scratch the lenses or something. My other 2 friends found it easily. They knew the prescription, so they were able to put on the corrective lenses into the machine so they could see in the gameplay. I didn't have it on, but it was fine. I was able to see where the zombies were, so it wasn't a big problem. They were very helpful, actually. They were very nice. We had one young hostess who helped us. He was asking, do we need to use the bathroom? It's over there. So they're very nice. There was quite a few other workers wandering around, I guess, helping other games and doing other things. Next, he handed us one tablet where we each chose a weapon. Now, there were 8 weapons to choose from. There was a semi-automatic, a rifle, 2 shotguns, 2 dual-wielding guns, and 2 magnums guns. So I was the last to choose because I really didn't know what I wanted, so I ended up choosing a magnum. They don't allow you to have, so there's 8 spots to choose. Every player gets 1 spot. You can't like have 3 people at the semi-automatic. That would be way too easy of a game to play. So we had everybody, no one did the dual wielding, which I wish someone did so we could try it out. But hey, and it does tell you on the weapon, like when you choose it, it'll say the accuracy, the reload, or how many bullets will it carry and stuff. I didn't really pay attention. I just chose the Magnum because really there was only a couple of choices left. So once we had our weapons chosen, the hostess said, okay, blue, that is for you. And they named each color and the player. So Jennifer, you're pink. I think I was pink, or I don't know. And each color, because you have to make sure you put on your color because your stats from the game is all connected to your sensors. It follows you. So you definitely want to wear the right color. And make sure you don't mix the left or right hand. I think one of my friends mixed up his right and left hand. So when he was in the video, he saw it like this. So good thing he said it, and the hostess came and corrected it very quickly, and his arms were fine, or your arms will be like twisted. So make sure it does mark left hand, left ankle, right ankle. So we had it on our ankle and our wrist. I think when I saw the video on the commercial, it showed it on their shoe, on top of the shoe, but ours was on the ankle. Maybe they changed it. Maybe it was wearing the band down too much. And then we had to put a vest on outside, tighten it, fine. Then they led us to the play area. It was a big play area. And once we got in, it said, here's these cubbies, not lockers, just cubbies where you could put your bags, your jacket, your sweater, whatever you had. So we put our bags there, put my glasses in there, and then they told us to stand 3 in the back, 3 in the front, face this wall. So we all faced the wall. And once we did, I think all 4 of these people, 4 other workers, staff, came in and started putting on the vest, putting on our backpack, our headgear, our headphones, and they were fast. I'm telling you, they came in and out. They dressed and they went out and grabbed the other one, so we were all dressed really quickly. They worked really well, this team. Like, they just did it so fast, and they're very helpful. Like, oh, does it fit well? Can you see? Is it blurry? They were asking me, so they were doing very well. So we had the vest, the headgear, the backpack. Yeah, the backpack could be fair. So once you wear it, it is kind of heavy, but I saw a kid there who was probably 6 years old and he was able to carry it. But so just keep in mind, there is some weight to it, of course. Now, time to start the game. And once they turned it on, we could see, the gameplay or something, and it kind of froze. So they had to reboot it, but which was no problem at all because the rebooting took like a minute, not even. So they're like, I'm sorry. They're telling us on our headphones, the mic is, the game, we just have to reboot it. So while we're waiting, we're just testing our mic, talking to each other. It was fine. And then it wasn't taking too long. It didn't take too long. And then we started the game. So right when they turned it on, we could see our armor. We had our helmet, our armor on, and it looked really cool. We're looking at our hands, we're moving our legs, and we move our head. You see every time we move, the character in the game moved, which was awesome. As we were waiting and just standing there, playing with our characters, moving around, just getting used to the movement, they started coming in, the staff started coming in, handing us the guns that we asked for. So they handed it to us, and then I guess, I don't know who, maybe my husband shot me from the back, and right when they shot, you could feel the vibration on the back. So if you get shot right here, you can feel the vibration, which is really cool. So you can feel where it is. So it makes it more interactive. You feel I can't remember if I felt it on my head. Maybe I did. I can't remember that. You can shoot each other. You won't die from it, but you'll just feel the vibration. Now, before we got set into the Deathwood Valley game, there was instructions on how to reload your guns. So unfortunately, I couldn't hear much because these people on my team were talking and they were so excited. And I said, how do you reload it? And they said, point it to the ground or put it towards your hip. So that was fine. And then when you're stunned in the game, you become kind of like a red translucent thing. And then you put your hand on the other player's shoulder. So if I see a team member, I put my hand on his shoulder, it's like 3 seconds and they're back in the game. So that was good. Oh, and also when you get stunned, like as if I got stunned, everything around you turns gray. So there's no more color. It's gray, so you know you got stunned, and you can say, hey, help me, I'm stunned, I'm stunned. But a lot of times I think I was more of a healer, because every time I looked, there was someone stunned, I would just quickly put my hand on their shoulder, put the hand on their shoulder. Now, when you put your hand on your shoulder, I had the gun, so I was still shooting zombies at the same time, because zombies were still jumping on me. So, yeah, if you had to do it, you still could do it. You just put your hand on the shoulder. Now, if you want to see how it looked, you can see at the beginning of the video, there is a clip. From that clip, there was someone you can see that turned kind of red, translucent. That's how stunned person character looks in the game. Now we get to the good part and we start the game. They drop you into this like a city that's all in ruins and burning, and it looked great. I was worried about like, oh, how will the quality be? It looked great. Considering I didn't have glasses, I couldn't see well. It looked great. It was set at nighttime, obviously to set the mood. It was dark, but wherever you point your gun, I guess you have a flashlight on your gun, so wherever you point it, you could shine the light onto it. So it's hard to see from far away, so I'll use my flashlight to kind of look around, see zombies and what to expect. Once the zombies came out, we started shooting. It was like from one side, we all shot that way. It was a good warm-up because we were trying to get used to our gun. Now, my husband chose a shotgun, thinking, shotgun is pretty powerful. One shot headshot would kill it. No, he said it took about 5-6 shots to kill the zombie. That's how many shots it took my Magnum to kind of kill the zombie. But my Magnum was able to hold 14 rounds while his only held 9. So he was reloading a lot more than I did. And when he reloaded it, he said it wasn't working for him. He was pointing it down. So he realized he had to point it down and shake it. For me, all I did was like point it down. I just pointed down, lifted up. It was a very fast reload. I'm not even sure how the other players did, but I'm pretty sure they're fine. Maybe my husband just didn't know how to do it. So there were zombies, dogs, vultures that were shooting. And then next we were moved to a truck. So, okay, now team, you're going to a truck. So when you get onto the truck, or before you get onto the truck, you see these, they said, okay, stand on these markers on the floor. So we all stood. There was 3 in front, again, 3 in the back. And we were kind of facing the back of a moon truck, so we could see through the back of the truck. As I was driving, we're trying to shoot these zombies down. Now, there was a limited space. Obviously, it's a little truck. It looked really cool. And it was moving. As you're driving away, you're facing back, trying to shoot these zombies. Now, a tip is, the front people, maybe you could ask them to kind of bend down or kind of move a bit, because I was in the back with 2 other players, and I had trouble shooting between them because they're standing right in front of me. So you're kind of shooting in between these players. Now, I did ask, or my friend did go down on one knee at one point, start shooting, so that was great. So I was able to shoot easier, but my husband and my other friend couldn't really move or shoot, so they're kind of trying to shoot around them. So then after the truck, there was another scene of a shooting, and this part, it was, I guess, towards the end of the game, and this game was really fast. It seemed fast because we're having so much fun. It was really, really fun. Now, once we were done, they was like, oh, good job, team, you did it, so have a little dance. So we're all just kind of dancing, and you see your armored, geared up character dancing and doing all these moves. And then the workers came out, or all the staff came and took off all our gear. We were probably sweating at this time because you are moving. It was really sweaty where I was wearing the VR. And then we got our stuff. They directed us to this area where there was a TV and a seating area, and that's where we saw what you saw at the beginning of the video, which was our gameplay. And also what was great is their stats. So there was a top player, and it shows your percentage of accuracy and the points. And was that it? Yeah, I think that was it. And we had a top player. It was the semi-automatic, because obviously it's easier to shoot with that. And then they also they kind of categorized each player, which was kind of cute. So we had the top player. There was a dead shot. There was a noob. I was untouchable because I think I was only stunned once, I remember. Maybe because I was hiding behind people. I don't remember, but I was very lucky. That video that we saw at the end, they did email to us. So make sure you do put in the right email, because you do want that video. It was actually really nice to watch at the end. I showed it to my friends. They loved it. They want to do it as well. Now the review. It was amazing, so much fun, so interactive. I don't think anybody in my party didn't like it. Maybe one, because I didn't know she didn't like zombies. She doesn't like the scary stuff. But I think she did have fun. I mean, if you watch the video, you can see one person kind of like scared in my video. Yeah, that was her. But I think she still had a lot of fun. I'm already planning another game, and this time my boys want to go. They're younger, so I don't want to do the zombie one with them. So maybe the Davy Jones or the space one. The Davy Jones, why I want to try, because you can also hold a sword and a gun, so that would be an interesting experience. Whether you're worried about feeling queasy. Honestly, I get queasy very easily, and I was worried about that as well, but I didn't at all. Everything, whenever you move, your whole body moves in the game. So maybe that's why I didn't feel as queasy much. Your hands, your legs, your back, your head, everything moves with you. And things are happening so fast. You're shooting. I didn't feel queasy. My husband was worried about feeling queasy when we're on something moving, like a helicopter or a truck or whatever it may be. And he said he didn't feel anything as well. He had a lot of fun. So if you're worried about that, I don't think you have to worry too much about it. I mean, give it a try. They said if you want to stop at any time, or if a player wants to leave the game, put up your hand and they'll take out that one player out. But none of us left. We did have one friend who was scared, but she plowed through it and she was fine. And the sensors that we had on our vests when it vibrated was amazing. I loved feeling when I got shot, when I got attacked in the back by a zombie who's scratching me. Sometimes a zombie will land on your shoulder, head. You could feel the vibration. When something exploded, whether it's a bomb or a truck crashed or something, you felt your whole body vibrate, which was really nice. I really liked that part. Now the sensors, if you saw in the pictures, it was like these balls on your wrists, ankles. There's on top of your head. You don't have to worry about the head one. So the only problem was when we were kind of moving around in the game, I kind of bumped in. I think it was my husband, and our ankle sensors got caught. We were stuck together for a bit. And when I was I was waiting there like this. I had my arms crossed kind of like this. And my sensors got stuck again. But it was a quick fix. I quickly just pulled it off. And my headset kind of slipped off my head. But I quickly grabbed it, put it back on. Fine. It wasn't that big of a problem. But just be aware your headphone can fall. Make sure it's on tight. The sensors, it could get tangled with other places. You kind of knocked your ankles together. So we kind of wiggled it out. Now the ending video was amazing. I love watching how we were in the game. I could see who was doing all that screaming, because there was a lot of screaming in our game. I mean, it was a short video. They blended in with their storyline and how we are. So we could see a bit of that and how we looked in the game as well. How our armor and everything. It was really nice to watch. That was a nice added touch there. So that's a good keepsake. Now, there's a lot of screaming and talking when people are playing, and you cannot hear that if you're in the game, because you have your headphones on, you're talking, and you only hear your own game play. But when you're in the lobby, you could expect to hear people screaming and yelling at each other and screaming. And it's actually really nice to hear, because you see how much fun they're having, how engaged they are, and I really like that. It was lots of fun to see, like when we're sitting there, we could see this family playing. And it was so fun. They're like, oh, thank you, Mommy, for helping me. But you hear people getting mad. It's like, well, you guys stop screaming. You guys have to stop screaming. So it's kind of fun to watch how engaged they are in this game. And it was really engaging. Like, everybody's playing with each other. I could hear how much fun they had. Everybody coming out of the game, they said they had so much fun. Now some tips. First tip, use the mics. Use the headphones. Help each other in the game, because like I said, there was times when I could have told those people in front to go down. They could have done it if I told them to. Another thing why you have to communicate, so important, is during some parts there's two sections you're shooting, maybe one on the right, one on the left. Now, we didn't tell who to go where, so I think at one point maybe a majority of us were shooting on one side, so maybe 5 of us. Who knows? I don't know, maybe 4. And the other one was shooting the other side, trying to ward off the zombies. So unfortunately, we didn't communicate, so one of the doctors in the game died. So maybe if we communicate, because I don't know how many people were shooting which side. We didn't know. We were just shooting. So make sure you guys say, okay, maybe have someone in charge say, okay, 3 people, you this, go shoot on the right, so and so and so, shoot on the left. So it would be better if you guys communicate. So use those mics. I mean, it's so exciting. Things are coming at you so fast, so you might forget. So maybe you have someone in charge say, okay, I need these people here. Another tip, 6 players we had, but we found it a little tight. I mean, maybe 4 player would have been great. 5 maybe push it was 6. I mean, it worked. 6 players worked with us, but a little tight. So it's harder. You have less space to move, less space to dodge things. So for example, when my husband was, what were we doing? I think we were just shooting a zombie at one point, and then the zombie threw something at us. I don't know, was it a barrel? I don't know, whacking us with a tree. I don't remember exactly. But I just remember I saw him invisible, and then what he told me was he was about to dodge it and move over, but because we were all standing there, we're all grouped up. Because there's not much space to kind of move, but we're all grouped up. He couldn't move it, and so he's like, I gotta take this. There's nothing I could do. Unless he, like, ran us over. I mean, maybe you could do that, but he didn't want to knock all of us over. So maybe 6 people might be a little tight. I mean, it worked. It was still fun. Yeah, so he got stunned. No big deal. There's at one point where 5 of us all got stunned, and my husband was the only one fine because he was in that little corner and he was fine. So it works, but maybe you want to try 4 players, see whatever works with you. 5, I thought 6 players was fine, but he said there's no space, and I get that. Depending on the number of players, they change the difficult level. So if you have 2 players, obviously it's going to be easier, maybe less zombies, I guess. It's easier to shoot them down. When you have 6 players, harder to shoot them down, more zombies. So maybe that's why he needed like 6. My husband needed 6 shots to kill a zombie. I'm not sure, but the staff there did tell me the less players you have, the difficulty level changes. Another tip: know your prescription. It'll be much easier instead of trying all of these different lenses, because I think I'm like 1 is 300 something, 1 is 400. I didn't know he gave me 300, 400. I just said forget it. So either wear contact lenses or have know your prescription, or just don't wear them. But it's probably best to know your prescription. I didn't know it, so that was my fault. So overall, so worth it. I would do it again. I'm going to take my kids there. Lots and lots of fun. They're very organized, very clean. I mean, I see them cleaning the VR headset, because I'm telling you, you're going to be sweating in that. Right around the nose, the bridge, you're sweating. Everybody was sweating in it. A lot of fun, big open space. So definitely try it out. I say give it a try. There's different stories, like there's the Deadwood Mansion, Deadwood Valley is what I did. They had a space one, a Davy Jones one, a Star Trek one, and there's one more. Some fighting one. I can't remember, but it's a lot of fun. I say give it a try. So that's my review of the Sandbox VR. I hope it provided the information you wanted. Hope I gave you some good tips and what to expect. Now, you're getting this from a novice VR person, so I don't play much VR. I tried it a few times. We have the Oculus at home, but this one was totally different. It just felt a lot different, a lot more interactive, very fun, especially playing with so many players. So if you have any questions about the VR experience, please leave a comment below and I'll answer it as well as I can. I hope I answered your questions. I hope you now know what to expect from the VR. If you give it a try, I'm so glad you did, because it is a good experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe if you'd like to see other experience. I'm going to try to do some experience videos. I also do a lot of unboxings. So like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.